So there's two sector situations going on right now that I do think that folks need to practice minding their business, okay, and not getting involved. Let's get into it.
It's Black Lounge Entertainment, and the time is right with T-Pre.
Grand rising loungers. I hope everybody is doing as great as me today. Shout out to you guys. I really appreciate all of the love and the support that I've been getting from everyone for the candid conversation that I had. Also, just being here and supporting the channel is so much appreciated. I really, really appreciate you guys. I see a lot of content creators out there putting work out. And it's not easy to turn this camera on or this mic on and talk to you guys, okay? But we still get up and do it. We could bring you guys the tea. We bring you guys the drama. We bring you guys whatever you want for that entertainment, okay? And I think it's great. But just to give you guys two quick topics I wanted to go over, which are two sector issues, okay, that are currently happening, that I think that people need to do their best to mind their business on if they're not involved in it, okay? So, but before I get into that, I just wanted to let you guys know that tonight I will be doing our weekly oracle. Also, Crystal 101 is back tonight. I'm going to be doing that. And I'm also thinking about doing a reading with Stargate tonight. And what I was thinking about is because of what has been happening, how, folks have been trying to figure out what's going on and whether the women are really picking on her, or not. I can only speak for myself, and I have spoken with other women, and I've also believed what the women were saying. They were able to show their own receipts, on the situation. But for those of you who didn't catch that, and those of you who are still questioning, instead of going through that whole process, I'm just going to pull cards on it, okay? And we're going to go from there. I really don't feel like the women are doing Stargate wrong. From what I see, what the receipts have shown that, and that this is in her head. But we're going to go ahead and prove that beyond the shadow of a doubt with the cards, okay? So I'll go ahead and pull those cards on Star tonight. And then also we'll do a Crystal 101, and we're going to do a weekly oracle. Okay, so looking forward to that at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, let's get into the two subjects that I really feel like is important for people in the sector not to get themselves all involved with, okay? Number one, the Carrie Ann and Photon situation, okay? Now, I have in the past, commented on, videos that Carrie has had about Photon, particularly because I kind of felt bad for her with how he was just going in, okay? And she really wasn't pressing the issue. She wasn't putting him out there like he was trying to put it out. And, as a woman, women stand up for each other. Women protect one another, in those situations, especially if we feel like you're getting punched down on, okay? So we definitely did, stand up for Carrie. A couple of us were over there, just kind of hanging out with her. I would go in Photon's chat and troll him a little bit, and talk shit. But it wasn't to the level where I felt like I needed to intervene in a sense, okay? And then once Carrie started speaking up and saying something herself, there was no need for me to say anything. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no need for anybody else to say anything. So y'all need to understand, the two of y'all, I want y'all to understand that I'm going to support both of y'all. I'm going to support Photon. I'm going to support Carrie Ann, okay? But I'm not going to comment and get in the middle of y'all commenting and the jokes and the fight and stuff like that, because I don't feel like it's my business. I really feel like, y'all had a different dynamic of relationship than most of us have had, okay, with him. So, or her. So whatever y'all are feeling and going through, we'll watch it. We're going to sit there. We might tune in, but, this is why most of us are not commenting, because it's not our business. Okay. It's just not. It's not our responsibility to come between the two of y'all. Y'all going to figure that out eventually on your own. And, like everybody else does, and it'll be fine. So I'm asking people too to kind of stay out of that. And also for y'all to keep us out of it. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have to comment. We don't have to get involved. And I'm not saying, Carrie, you're doing that. But Photon, I did watch you kind of do that yesterday. You know, you're adding other people to this, and we don't have nothing to do with y'all shit. We don't have nothing to do with that. Okay, so please keep us out of it. You know, and that's it. You know, like I said, at first I really thought it was um, you know, Photon punching down on Carrie Ann. But I think Carrie Ann can handle herself. Okay. I mean, I think she got this, to be honest with you. So I think we need to mind our motherfucking business when it comes to that. Now, the other thing I would like the sector to start minding their business about, and it's not everybody, because there's a few people that are actually involved in this situation, and it's with the Stargate situation. Okay. Now, yesterday I did get on Darrell's panel. Shout out to Darrell for having me on the show. And he was talking about various sector topics, from the Umar sector to the Manospheric sector, which I thought the Manosphere content was amazing when Recognized Game was going back and forth with Obsidian. My personal experiences with, and I'll just get into that real quick before I get into what we need to be minding our business about. My personal experiences, I've never had a personal conversation with Obsidian, but I have watched a lot of his content. Okay. I've seen him. I think I've even seen Darrell on the panel, if I'm not mistaken. But I have definitely seen lots of Obsidian content. And Obsidian is, to me, he comes off as very emotional when he's talking to people, when he's trying to bring a you know, a point across, or he's trying to stop you from bringing a point across. That's just my opinion. I mean, he's very, very emotional, which is like a lot of Manosphere men. Okay, a lot of them are quite emotional when you put them in a corner, or when you request, you know, information or more information from them, or you're trying to challenge them on their thoughts. You know, they literally just the little boy comes out of them. It's amazing to watch. Okay, so that's the reason why I be watching Obsidian sometimes, just because of the way the way he reacts to stuff. To me, is funny. But anyway, so shout out to Darrell for that content and for highlighting that, because even though I really don't care for Recognized Game like that, I'm not going to lie, I don't particularly care for him based off of some interaction that I've had with him. I do admit that I have to hand him his props for that conversation that he had with Obsidian, because there ain't many people that come up against Obsidian without really being shut down. And it's because Obsidian will talk you to death. Okay. He will scream you to death. So, I mean, literally Recognized, he hung in there and he gave that nigga to work. Okay. So shout out to Recognized Game for that. I really think that was worth watching. I do watch Jessica X sometimes. I agree with some of her points, some I don't. So that was a great show, and shout out to Darrell for highlighting that. But anyway, let's get back into the minding of the business. So I did get up on the panel because Darrell had started to ask questions about Stargate. Okay, and he, you know, again was wondering why, or if, you know, there's some quote unquote off behind the scenes conversations or offline conversations that are happening about Stargate. And I let him know, from my perspective, absolutely not. Nobody's calling me to talk about Stargate. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody is texting me to talk about Stargate. And I do talk to some of the women offline. Okay. Now we're not talking on the phone for hours at a time. You understand what I'm saying? But we do have offline conversations about building, you know, and other various topics that I don't wish to discuss. But one of the things that we are not discussing is Stargate. I don't know why y'all think that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know where that's coming from, but I want to address the men who are coddling this woman. Okay. I need you guys to stop, to mind your business. Like, honestly. Okay. Let the women deal with this. Okay. The women know how to handle this. And I think the women are doing a damn good job handling it. They've already shown their receipts on it. I've already said my piece. And it's funny because I've already been on Stargate's panel since then. Okay. Yeah, we talked shit to each other or whatever, but we weren't cussing each other out. She didn't throw me off the panel. You understand what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. So we're not beefing as much as y'all feel like we are. Okay, a lot of this is kicks and giggles and jokes on my channel, like the bird song, and those other things that I was saying. But then other things, there was a lot of humor, but there was also some seriousness in there. There was some realness. You understand? But y'all taking this too serious. I don't need y'all stopping your show to tell me that me and Stargate need to mend the fences. Like, what are you talking about? We good over here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious. I'm not, going through a bunch of bullshit with Stargate and we fighting and it ain't that serious, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So I need the men to stop trying to find ways like they feel like they need to protect Stargate, okay? Because this is in Stargate's head. This is not, nobody's doing a damn thing to her. Nobody's, calling and plotting with each other like, hey, girl, what we going to do to Stargate today? Like nobody's doing that, okay? So I really, really need y'all to just mind your business, okay? And like I said, let the women handle the women. We can deal with this situation, okay? We don't, this is a situation that we don't really need y'all to step into. And it's funny because there are situations, okay, that we do need men to step into that men don't. Okay, now shout out to Ghost because Ghost actually has stepped into situations with both men and women. So I can't put him in that category. I can't say that about him. He will step up to both sides of the fence, okay? But there are most of you, most of the men. Well, now I'm not going to say most. Some of the men, okay, that have a hard time standing up to men for their bullshit, okay? But when it comes to the women, they all involved. They got all this to say. They got that to say, that to say. Like, I need y'all to stop it. Like, stay out of the women's problems, the women's situations, unless you're binary and you're a bitch, you know what I'm saying? And you just want to be a female and you want to be involved. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is very feminine like for you to involve yourself in women's business. Okay. I really need y'all to fall back from that. And, that's just that. Let me go ahead and take a look at the comments. I really appreciate y'all being in the building. Shout out to Clark. Okay. I need one of my mods. Is one of the mods in here? Darlene, can you get rid of this person that has a V on their this guy? That's Vagoda. He is not to be in my comment section whatsoever. He's some type of nationalist that hates black people. Basically, he's all into race baiting and disrespect. Yeah, and I'm just not for that. So he's not welcome in my chat section whatsoever. So Darlene, can you get rid of him, please? Thank you. Hey, Money to Burn. I appreciate you being in the building today. Shout out to you. You said Stargate mad tripping. I tried tonight and I'm done. Context, details, and timelines are not her strong suit. Exactly. And you know what? I think that's the same thing with some of these men. Okay. Like they're not catching on to the fact that we are not talking about this girl. We can care less what's going on with this girl. It's in her mind. That's just that. Nobody's doing that with her. Hey, Pastor Vic, I appreciate you being in the building. Shout out to you. Sir, give us a prayer. We need a prayer out here, Pastor Vic, because they out here tripping. Clark, good morning. I appreciate you being in the building. I appreciate that. Money to Burn says to Pastor Vic, good morning. And Money to Burn also says good morning to Clark. Clark says good morning to Money to Burn. Clark, you said, why the freak would he think someone would be discussing her? Really? How insulting. Exactly. Like, I feel insulted, like as if she's, and I don't think Darrell was trying to purposely insult me. I don't. But I do think that, y'all aren't paying attention. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not using discernment. Like, if everybody is saying the same exact thing about somebody, it's not everybody else. Like, it's clearly that person. And yeah, I do kind of feel insulted that, you feel like it's important to keep coddling this girl. And unfortunately, that's what's keeping this bullshit up. You know what I'm saying? Darlene, thank you for being in here, my mod, my member, the faithful member. I really appreciate you. You said good morning. Welcome to Black Lounge Divine. Please subscribe, like, share, and become a member as well. And good morning to Pacific, Clark, and Money with a Burn. Yeah, girl, they think we discussing her off panel, like, like she is somebody important, or like she really has something to offer to the world that's so extra that we just need to, discuss her, or we have some need to talk about her. I don't think she's that important. Really, I know she's not that important. Yes, please hit the like button as you guys come in the room. Truly do appreciate you guys. You said facts, Miss T. Pre. It's so high school. It's okay for all the ladies to stay in their respective corners. No one's beefing. Exactly. There's room for all of us out here. Okay. We all can make videos. We all can not make videos. You know what I'm saying? We all can go, whenever we please to. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have to be talking about her or any women for that matter. And that's another thing too. There seems to be also, and before it gets started, I really think this needs to be discussed too. There is no competition amongst the women in the sector. Okay. Nobody is competing with any other women in the sector. Okay. Or men for that matter. We all can make content whenever we feel like it or however we feel like it. If I decide I want to make content today and then I don't want to make content for another 2 weeks, that's my business and that's my choice. I'm not in any competition with any other woman, and I don't need any other woman to push me along to, and I need their help in order for me to open up content to YouTube. I have a series of people who are subscribers to my channel. Let me give you an example. Darlene Wilkins, who is my moderator. She is not in the Umar Johnson sector. Okay, so most of y'all do not know her. Y'all have never seen her. Y'all have never talked to her. Y'all have never seen her interact with people in chats, but I have on several occasions and in several other chats. And none of these places are here in the Umar sector. Okay, that's just one example. Okay, and then, I've got other people who come in on various other videos depending on what I'm talking about. So I kind of need you to understand that I don't make content just for the Umar sector. So I'm not in any competition. I'm making that clear. Okay, I'm not saying no names or nothing. So if you take it that way and you feel some type of way, you just do. Okay, you just do. But I'm letting you know, I am not in any competition with any women in this sector or any other sectors. Okay, I do not need your permission. I do not need your pushing. And I do not need you to come on the scene in order to help for that to happen. That is not the case. Okay. And I don't think that's the case with any of the women in the sector. Okay. A lot of us happen to be involved in other sectors as well. Okay. So I have 1,500 subscribers, active subscribers, almost 50. Actually, I think it's at 1,550 today. So they are active. Okay. They come in and they watch different videos. They might not all watch this one. They might not all watch ones about young Pharaoh. They might not all watch my weekly oracles or whatever. But each and every one of them come into my chats for different reasons. So trust and believe. You coming on the scene and making your content is for you and you only. It has nothing to do with what the women need. I didn't see any women in this sector as stagnant. I saw every woman making her moves and in her way. And I'm going to leave it at that. It don't have to be an argument. Everything doesn't have to be a confrontation. And everything doesn't have to be an argument. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Clark, you said he is a troublemaker. Let him go to Star. She likes him. LOL. I'm not quite sure who you were talking about, but I think you were talking about binary. And yeah, I agree with that. Hey, make a change. I appreciate you being in the building. Shout out to you. Clark, you said, I know he is not. However, him and Tiff seem to think that there is something going on and that she is excluded. And it's very annoying. That is annoying to me because I really don't care about this girl as much as folks may possibly think. I think Tiff P is coming around on that. I think she was just out of concern for Star's mental health. I think she was more concerned about that, and that Star was, really taking this to heart. And I also feel a little empathetic about that as well. I have to agree with that. I don't want to punch down on that woman. That's one thing for sure. And if she's having a mental meltdown, that's not something that I want to make fun of. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's a serious thing. And clearly, if that's happening, there's something, external in her life that would be going on that could be causing that. So, that needs to be clear to people. And unfortunately, some people were only hearing one side of it. So, you also said they can talk and do what they want to do on their panels, and everyone else is wrong to run their channel as they deem. Why, how? Honey, okay? Like, listen, I'm a run my shit the way I want. You gonna like it or you're not. It really doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there are 1,550 subscribers on my channel. Each one of them come for a different reason. And yeah, I'm gonna give them the content that they want. You understand? What's up, Vici? I appreciate you, member, and my loyal subscriber. Thank you for tuning in. Darlene is reminding y'all again to hit that like button as you come into the room. Money to burn, you said nope, none at all. Miss T Pre, no one's competing, no one's intimidated, and someone's looks definitely ain't making me feel no type of way. We all have something to offer, but be what it may. Exactly. I totally agree. There is no reason for any of the women to compete with one another. We literally have space and room for every single one of us. And I enjoy coming to all of y'all channels. From Keeper. It's funny because I had just found Keeper's channel and I realized how much I have in common with this woman. Not only are we both into banking, she's been into that for years. She's been a manager in banking as well. But also she's into music, neo soul. She's into spoken word. There's a lot of things that she's into that I'm into. And then, Brown Sugar Baby, I appreciate her channel. Carrie Ann, I appreciate her channel. There's so many of us that provide real content, okay, and real information. So I definitely appreciate that. Yep, lock this person too. I list you. I don't care who they think is or any of that. Yeah, Vagoda is to be blocked. Anybody coming in this chat that I don't, I don't tend to. You don't have space in my place to talk shit about Black people. It's just what it is. I don't give a fuck what you feel. I don't care your feelings, your emotions. None of that matters to me. Okay. This is not a space where you can come do that. Now, I'm not saying that Black and white people and different races can't come and have conversation here. Absolutely, we can. Absolutely, we can have those conversations. We can talk to one another. It's the disrespect I won't tolerate. Okay, I'm not in the slave mentality. I don't have a slave mentality. Okay, I don't subscribe to people who feel like they need to tell me about some shit. No, no, I don't have to do that. And you're gonna get that through your head. Okay, you could keep trying. You spend quite a bit of time, as a matter of fact, in this sector, making new pages and everything else, and constantly going back and forth and trying to get into these spaces. We do not have to allow you into our space, and you just can feel some type of way. It doesn't matter. Let me go back up a little bit to what time is it? Hold on, let me go in there because this guy is still in here. So let me go in here and I'm going to see where my mods are. Anyway, while I'm doing that, you said money to burn. You said Hold on. You said everyone's wrong for having their own opinions and thoughts and expressing both, however they so choose. I think so. I agree with that. Like, I don't understand why we all have to have the same mindset. We all have to, feel some kind of way. And if I feel, and this is another thing, if I feel some type of way about this person, then I also have to feel some type of way about somebody else. And I mean, this shit is just dumb. This is just stupid shit. And it's childish. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to you guys so that I can make somebody a moderator. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. All right. Oh, TMK, you're in there. Okay. Did y'all get rid of Darlene, you're still in here too. Did y'all get rid of that guy? Oh, okay, I don't see him in here now. All right, he's just coming up in my StreamYard. Anyway, yeah, you said it makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. It really doesn't. And I think it's just, some people think it's just content, I guess. But I'm not with that shit. Hey, Josephine, the chat sector, I really appreciate you being in the building. I'm gonna make you a moderator too. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Also, oops. I don't know what I'm doing this morning. Yeah, but yeah, I really think that it's so important for y'all to really understand that nobody is in competition with this chick. Okay, nobody cares. Nobody's in competition with anybody. We're not in competition with one another. Okay, the women are doing excellent, have always done excellent. We've been around for a long time. Some of us have been around for several years in this sector. And no, there's no stagnant, women or anything like that. Hold on. Okay, Joe, I made you a mod. And Money to Burn, I'm making you a mod as well. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for getting rid of him. Please delete him. I don't want him in here at all. Let me go ahead and just hide him from the channel. All right. And then there was another one, the L, whoever that was. If y'all find that, oh, here it is. All right. So I hid them from the channel. Yeah, those types of people, those types of conversations are not acceptable in my space whatsoever. Money to Burn said, "What's up, Vici?" Clark, you said, "Unbelievable. YouTube is so vast." Exactly. Like, do y'all? Let me just give you a little bit of some of the spaces I'm in. Okay. So I'm here. I come here often. I also go into the T sector, so I'm always on So Debonair's channel. Shout out to So Deb. He's actually a subscriber of mine. He has thousands of subscribers. I have other content creators that are large content creators that are subscribed to my channel, okay, for different reasons. And I have, I'm a part of different other sectors too. I'm also, I go into some content on the beef sector, okay. And then I go into manosphere content. I've gone into womansphere content. There's so many places and spaces on YouTube that I dip and dab in. There's some vegan recipe content creators that I'm into. There's also some other tarot readers. One of them, my favorite tarot reader, is New World Tarot. Okay, and she's also a subscriber of mine. And there's other content creators out here, other tarot creators and tarot readers out here, Black tarot readers out here, who I'm very, very, very much involved with. The African Witch Bitch, Tiff Grift, she's another one who I very, very much am always over there. And there's so many other content creators and spaces on YouTube that I really enjoy. So it has absolutely nothing to do with just this sector. Y'all need to expand your mind. Okay. Y'all need to get out a little further. Y'all need to get out here and see that, yeah, this ain't it, babe. You said, yo, Joe, the Joe. Hey, baby. That's my baby too. I really love Joe. You said, thanks for joining Black Lounge Divine. Did we get another member today? Okay. And Joe says, hey, money to burn. Good morning. Paging Dr. Bombay. What's up, Bombay? I really appreciate you being in the building today. Also being a loyal member. Thank you. You said, personally, I don't trust outsiders in our realm. What the fuck is the purpose? We got work to do and don't need agents in the mix. I'm going to give you a hand clap, brother. This is one of the gatekeepers. Okay, y'all? This is one of our gatekeepers, Dr. Bombay. He don't play no games when it comes to the Black community. He particularly wants us to be sure that we're not beating down on one another. And I totally agree with him. I definitely don't always, right at that moment, I may not always grasp what Dr. Bombay is saying. But I totally agree and I respect his opinions because he is a gatekeeper. He's one of those wizards that we need, okay? One of those wise men that are around that has no problem speaking facts, okay? So shout out to Bombay. I appreciate you being here today. And hey, Joe, I appreciate you coming in. Let me go ahead and come down a little bit. That's okay, Darlene. It's cool. I have other moderators too. So they were able, I think they took care of the situation. And then I also got rid of them. So Dr. Bombay says, money to burn. Good morning, ma'am. I just heard the fiasco as you tried to reason with the with the magpie. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. Incapable of reason or logic. Yeah, some of these people are just completely incapable of that. And then some people I think are just, they want the content. I think they just want to talk about it. And I also think they want to coddle her. They want her to feel good and I got your back, but you're not helping her. You're not helping her at all. Mentally, you're not, because nobody's doing anything to her. You said, good morning, TMK, Joe, and Vici. Money to burn, you said, there's no exclusive club where there are specific people being targeted or excluded. Exactly. We are not in high school, okay? We are not in junior high school, like where we got the popular kids over here, and then we got the non-popular kids over here, and then one day come over. Like, no, okay? Like, no. When I talk to the women, and I'm talking to these ladies, I am talking about real life situations, real building situations that are really can make a difference. It has nothing to do with Stargate, okay? Nothing whatsoever to do with that bitch, okay? Like, if I'm gonna talk about Stargate, I'm gonna talk about Stargate in her goddamn face. What you mean I gotta talk about her behind her back? Who the fuck is she? Who is she where I need to talk about her behind her back? Okay. Like, if I could tell my mother something to her face, I damn sure could tell Stargate something to her. It's okay. So, I don't know about any of that. Vici says, good morning, Clark. TMK, gotta have a good day. Absolutely. He said, yeah, I was making perfect sense, right, TMK? Hey, Eyes, I appreciate you being in the building. I got to go back and check out your video from yesterday. There was so much going on yesterday, I didn't have an opportunity to. But the Larry Legend guy was the guy who was on Alan Logic's show talking about the binary situation. Okay, so I'm not sure what you were talking about him, but I would like to know because I was pretty interested in what this guy was saying. He was talking... even though he was saying some pretty sensitive things that could, offend somebody, I think regarding the nature of the context of the video, I appreciated what the man was saying. So let us know. I'm definitely going to go back and check out that video, though, to see what's up and see what you were talking about. You said money to burn. You did, but they're only interested in content. Exactly. Like I said this last night to Darrell. I said the women have already presented their receipts. Okay. They've already shown their receipts. And Stargate, it's funny because Stargate went the very next day and showed those same receipts. Money Keeper's video was about almost 5 hours long. It's about 4 hours and 44 minutes or so. And Stargate's video was 6 hours long. Okay. She literally took not Money to Burn. She literally took Keeper's video and played the video. okay, and stopped and commented and then tried to twist words or twist, situations to make it appear like, but she couldn't do that because all of the evidence was on the video, okay? And so she ended up just bodying herself by showing the same receipts that the women were showing. So there, I don't see what else they need to prove, you know what I mean? Or what else they need to show, you know what I'm saying, at this point. At the end of the day, to me, it just sounds like y'all are just coddling this woman. And you need to stop. She's a grown ass woman. She almost 50. You're welcome, hon. And you know what? It's because, I think we're all kind of in this boat together. We're all being accused of something that's just not fucking happening. Nobody cares about this girl as much as people think. And I also made it clear that my relationship with Stargate was only on YouTube. Okay. I can count on one hand how many times I've actually talked to Stargate offline, and that was by email. Okay. Most of you talk to me by email. You don't have my number. There's very select people who have my phone number. Okay. And I can count on one hand who those people are. Okay. And by the way, it's not even my real number. It's a Google number or whatever you call it. So it's not, it's not my real phone number. So they don't have like access. People don't have access to me, like that. I'm not out here talking, to people and, girl, let me tell you what Stargate did, and I'm gonna do this. No. Now I will also admit this, and I think that this is important for the context of what's happening. There's a couple of you who I've been very close to over the past year, not very close, but close enough over the past year, where I have shared my real feelings about Stargate too. Okay. Where I have said how frustrated with her I am. Okay. And, I'm just sick of her, coming for people every so often. I'm sick of her acting like she's some kind of victim in a situation. When I just kept hearing about the smoke story and different things, it just bothered me. And I talked very openly about that with a couple of you. Okay. But I didn't open it up on YouTube. I didn't talk about it out here because I didn't feel like I had to until it actually came to my front door with her. Okay. And then I came at her. Okay. And then I started coming at her. It literally had nothing to do with any other women, any other situation or anything. Now, the situation surrounded what was going on with Carrie Ann and Darrell at the time with the hair situation. I think all of us were coming and gunning for Darrell for that situation, okay? But it really wasn't about Stargate, you understand? And she made it about her like she makes everything about her. And that's why I had a problem with Stargate. And that's why I finally went off on Stargate, because I was just sick of it at that point. And then Money to Burn, you said, okay, and for that reason alone, I'm done. Exactly. Like we're just absolutely finished with this. Nobody's going to keep talking about this situation and talking about this story and going on and on about this. Yep. Happy Sunday, Eyes. Hey, guys, get rid of the Benson Giles. That's a bot. Money to Burn, you said, excellent live yesterday, by the way, TMK, all facts. 100. That was a great live. And yeah, I was having the weather yesterday was crazy. My weather was going crazy yesterday too. It was funny. You said, Eyes, Money to Burn, Josephine. What's up, divas? TMK, you said, thanks, T, for the unsolicited compliment. The check is in the mail. Hey, I appreciate it. You said, can you pull a card, T Pre? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for you guys. I'm also doing an oracle reading tonight. So as a matter of fact, I'm not going to do that right now. I have had my spiritual bath, but I'm going to go ahead and do that tonight. Okay. That way I can do it all at one time. Just tune in, and whatever information that was intended will come out tonight. Okay. I'm going to put intentions on that now. Let me see your transcript. Hey, girl, I appreciate you being in the building. You know what? I'm going to throw you a mod stick too. I don't know why you don't have one yet. So let me do that. Oh, you do have one. Okay, cool. I appreciate you being in the building though. Thank you. And shout out to you for coming in. Divine Seven, hello. How are you? It is such a pleasure to have you here. I know that you're from the UK, I think. Hold on, guys. Let me do something. Let me grab my my cord real quick from my phone. Hold on. Okay. Got my UK sisters in the building. Hey, Divine Seven. I really appreciate you being in here today. Shout out to you. I know that a lot of times you do also go over to and support Star. And you're probably just as tired of her as we are. At least that's what it sounds like. So shout out to you for coming in. And yeah, you're right. At least I tried, you know. That's all I can do. Josephine says, hey, to let me see your transcript. As you said, LOL, I was cracking the fuck up on the Allen show. Larry just talking shit. It was no shade. Okay, yeah, I really did enjoy that. I thought that was super, super duper funny. Um, and also a much needed conversation. I love candid speaking people. I love people that don't have a problem just saying, you know, candid things like I would. Don't have a problem just opening up and speaking their mind and saying what's up, you know, and it's not a problem doing that. I really, really like that. So he was funny to me, and y'all make sure y'all check him out. I mean, I'm honestly a new subscriber of Alan Logic. Okay. But like I said, if you don't go out and expand and go other places, you're not really going to get the context of what people are saying. So I've seen him on panels here in within this sector, and that turned me off. And that's why I didn't, but I had to go. I had to share that yesterday because he was right on point with binary. And that's what we need. You know, we need men who don't have a problem telling this man about that. Okay. Don't have a problem speaking up and speaking facts about it. Money to burn, you said, let me see your transcript. You know, I'm the teacher's pet. Let me see your transcript. How's the dog doing? I hope he's doing good. You know, that's my favorite dog besides my daughter's dog. My daughter got a new dog too. I'm pissed off about that. They decided they went to go get a German Shepherd. Oh my God. Now she has had my grand dog for like 4 or 5 years. Okay. I've gotten used to my one grand dog and I don't have to worry about no other dogs. I don't know who this damn dog is coming up in here who they think they going to just like, what? Like, so now I got a new grand dog, y'all. I got to take care of this damn dog too. But my daughter's dog be on planes and everything, honey. Like, listen, I take care of my grand dog, okay? Now I gotta spit out money for this new dog. Like, what? You know, I love your dog, baby. You know, I love the dog. Anyway, you said, I'm a mod here. I'm blue. Thanks. No problem. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Pacific, you said she wanted to go to Thailand. You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. Okay. I'm just going to talk about that real briefly because there's a point that I want to make with this. Okay. That just doesn't make sense. Now, she claims that she felt like, you know, the whole purpose of her even saying any of this is because she felt like she was in some type of danger, right? Like as if she was, you know, how if Money to Burn is inviting her on this trip because she's in some type of danger or there's some type of, you know, situation going on. Like, oh my God, why would she do this? You know, but yet you said, well, I don't want to go to Thailand, but I want to go to Egypt or South Africa or like as if sex trafficking doesn't happen in those places. Okay. Like, so, I mean, if you felt like you was in danger with this person, you wouldn't be willing to go anywhere with this person at all. Okay. You knew you weren't in danger with her. You're just trying to paint a narrative again, like you're always doing. Okay. So if you were willing to go to South Africa or willing to go to Egypt, what's the difference between going there and Thailand? People take their families to Thailand. It's not just a place where people go and fuck prostitutes, okay? That's not the only place in the world you could go and sleep with a prostitute. You do know there's prostitutes here in Delaware. Like, there's prostitutes in every state in the U.S., okay? Like, I don't know, you know, like if they think that that's something that's just, you know, exclusive to Thailand, I don't get it. But yeah, this happens everywhere. Okay. And if she felt like she was in that much danger, it was that big of a deal. Okay. Like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? Why did you offer to go somewhere else? Why was it okay to go there? You catch yourself and put yourself and catch yourself in your own lies. It's just ridiculous. Let me see your transcript was saying hey to Clark Clark. Clark Clark said hey to Divine Seven and Pastor Vic. Money Suburn, you said I tried Divine Seven. Good morning, by the way. Joe said, facts. I never talked to Stargate offline. Exactly. Like ain't nobody talking to her or talking about her or any of that. Like I said, I've talked to her by email and literally I could show them emails. You know what I'm saying? Them emails was nothing but me inviting her to a show or inviting her up on a panel. She's been on a couple of my panels. It was one of them I did an interview of her, and then another one I did a Young Pharaoh live review with me, Bombay, and her. That video is still getting views to this day. I still got people commenting on that video like as if I made that video today. Okay. It's got well over 16,000 views on it. Okay. And she was on that panel. So there was a lot of panels that I've had where, a couple of panels I've had that Stargate was on the panel, but I've invited her by email. Okay. So I don't know what she's talking about. Clark Clark says, I really don't even understand the Thailand thing. Everyone wanted to take her to Thailand. Okay, right? Like, honey, and that's another thing. That just goes to show how untraveled some people are too. You know what I'm saying? People who have never been anywhere outside of the state they live in or outside of the town that they live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, people take their children, their families to Thailand. They go, this isn't just exclusively for that. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of stuff to see and do across the world. Okay. And people need to get a passport. Okay. I'm gonna do the passport challenge this year. Okay. I need y'all to get yourself a passport and go visit some places. Okay. Go ahead and travel. Go ahead and go see something new. Okay. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of places out there to see. Okay. Outside of New York. Okay. And Louisiana, just to say. You said Josephine Secktah, I can't count on one hand how many times I've talked to her on a panel. You said I can count on one hand how many times I've talked. Exactly. Like, she's not that important. You understand what I'm saying? She's not that important at all. Right, Money to Burn, and everybody's jealous of her t-shirt. Girl. First of all, I never even saw that episode. Okay. So, and I don't really know about it. I heard about it, but again, you can hear one side of a story and get one opinion on something. At that time, there was a whole lot of beefing going on between the men. Okay. So, different men were going back and forth with each other. Smoke was kind of going back and forth with different men in the sector and all kinds of stuff. And it was kind of where the women we weren't in between it, but we were literally just kind of trying to figure out where we stood in some of this stuff. Okay. So, a lot Stargate definitely played on that with the men, in my opinion, and the women got caught up in it. That's unfortunate. I really don't think that, I don't know. I can't speak for other women, but I've had enough interactions with people like Glorion, and others where I don't think that they had any reason to feel jealous of her. Okay. Women can care less about catty things like how a woman's face looks or how, grown ass women, who are into their own professional lives and their professional situations can care less about stupid shit like that. Okay. So I really think that y'all, it's almost insulting that you would think that a woman would stoop that low to have that type of mindset. That's the mindset that Stargate has. And just because she has that kind of mindset doesn't mean every other woman in the sector does. I'm sorry. I have to say that. So, yeah, shout out to you, Money to Burn, for pointing that out because that was something I've been trying to say. Yes, honey, hashtag passport challenge, okay? Show their stamps. All right. Like, have you been outside of the United States? Have you been outside of your country? Okay. Have you been to Canada? Have you been to Mexico? Have you been to South America? Have you been to Europe? Okay. Take your ass up out of here. Get a passport. It's not even that expensive. I said, let me know who is paying for trips and during a pandemic. Okay, like a $25,000 trip at that. I need that. I need you in my life. You said what T-shirt at Money to Burn? It was the T-shirt that was on that she wore that Corey and them had made for her for the Smoke Gang. Remember when Corey was making them? Speaking of that, shout out to the Slater Show. I appreciate you stopping through, bro. I need my motherfucking face T-shirts made, bro. So yeah, I will definitely want to holler at you about that. I do know people that make T-shirts and stuff, including my son. He actually does work like that too. But I have other projects that he's doing right now, and so I didn't want to put that on him. But I also wanted to, give back to the sector, and we have a lot of talent out here in the sector, and so being as though we are into business and we're talking about business, I definitely wanted to put that money out here. And yeah, hey, shout out to you. I do want to get an order in for the motherfucking T-shirts, the motherfucking face T-shirts, because there's several of y'all that want that merch. So, Corey, shout out to you. Please let me know a price and what I can do in regards to that. My email address is lovinglife7842 at gmail.com. If you can hit me with a message, just kind of letting me know a price on getting the shirt made, design. I want a nice design on it. And then we can go from there. Okay. But I really, really appreciate y'all. And shout out to Marie too. I've been definitely watching her show. She's also into meditation, guys. And she's into making bows for her daughter. I think that is so cute and so great. And I used to do stuff like that when my kids were little. My girls are not little anymore. So it's funny because I remember the day that they made me stop doing their hair. And that hurt. So, hey, whatever. But yeah, shout out to the Slater Show and to Marie Slater. You guys make sure you check them out if you're not subscribed. Okay. Vici says, what's up to let me see your transcript? Shock and Raw exclusives. What's happening, bro? I appreciate you being in the building. You guys make sure y'all check out Shock and Raw exclusives, okay? Listen, me and him have been through the fucking mud, okay? He's still got fucking thumbnails with my picture on it, and then my lips look all crazy in the picture and all kinds of stuff. But shout out to my young blood. That is my young blood, okay? I really fuck with the nigga. He is doing big things out here. He's making big numbers. He is, there's Andrew Caldwell content is rocking and amazing. So make sure you guys check him out, okay? Josephine said, hey to Corey. Let me see your transcript. Said, hey to Corey. You said, what's good, host? You said, I need a two-faced it shirt. Yeah, we got to get that done. Okay, thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit me up in the email so that I know, okay? Money to Burn says she needs a Prove It shirt. Okay, so yeah, we got some business coming to y'all because everybody wants to purchase the shirts from each other. So Josephine, I know she wants the two-faced it shirt. Money to Burn wants the Prove It shirt, and I wanted the motherfucking face shirt. So let us know what's up. You said, actually, I don't remember that. Okay. TMK said, transcripts. It was on Smoke's channel. It is deleted. He did delete that video of Stargate when she stood up, and allegedly she did, because I didn't see it, but she allegedly stood up and showed the Smoke Gang t-shirt. And from there was this narrative that all the women in the sector were jealous of Stargate from that. Listen, I doubt it. Okay, there's nothing to be jealous of. She's pretty, but who else is? We pretty too. So what? Like, what you talking about? Like, these are stupid catty things that real women aren't thinking about, honestly. And you said you got us. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You said, hey, TMK. The Slater So says, she dig you too. Thanks for supporting. Oh, that's what's happening. I appreciate her. You said, I have a tea pre, get out my motherfucking face until I finish my coffee. Yeah, that's facts. You know what? I do have a a a store, online merch store. So once I get the shirts made up, I'm gonna. Well, I'll have Corey make them, and then he'll probably do. We'll figure it out, Corey, where we can figure out the order. But I do have an online channel. I have an online store. I'll drop you guys the link to that. And yeah, I'll probably put that design on a coffee mug because I got a couple of things. I got bags, I got coffee mugs, I got all kinds of stuff in that store. So, but I did before I opened up the store really, really big, I did want to put some more merchandise out there. So I definitely wanted to show you guys that. Shakim, thank you. I appreciate the super chat. You said much love to you and your channel. You as well, bro. You know, I really appreciate that. I love seeing y'all winning out here. Because you definitely winning. And I really, really appreciated that. You said Couch Potato dropped a video saying Smoke God exposed the infamous Secktah trip. Can you talk about that? I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know what he's talking about or what Smoke is talking about, but I will watch it in just a little while. You said if y'all would have seen how the Al show was trying to spin it, it was so funny. Desperado. Al is always trying to spin something. He is always trying to spin something. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that in just a minute. You said Eyes, he has a new channel, but the old channel got deleted. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Smoke's old channel is gone. So that's probably why you won't see it. But he had deleted a lot of videos anyway, or had privated some of those videos anyway at the time. Yeah, I'm having a little toot right now. Shout out to the smokers in the sector. I know that there's a couple of y'all that are smokers. It is okay to be a smoker, especially if it's legal. All right. You said, Eyes, I don't want to see anyone's channel deleted. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like seeing, especially when you put all that work into it. That's just too much. Yeah, Shot Kim has definitely been bringing that fire lately. He's always brought the fire anyway. And LV, shout out to Be Accountable. That was another one that was funny the other day. He had put me and Remix on a thumbnail. Yeah, LV doing his thing out here. Yeah, so Shakim, tell me a little bit about it if you can in the comments, so I can before I look at it. Is it something? Did he really reveal anything? I mean, what's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm sure because the Al Show is always doing something. Hey, Nappy Yangi, I appreciate you coming in. You know, that was a great build we had the other night. Even though it was on Remix Show, it was a good build. And I like having conversations like that because it's important for us to have conversations about finance. Okay, Dr. Bombay and I had talked about opening up the floor and having more conversations about finance because it's important to have those kinds of conversations. But I think a lot of you are already financially savvy. I don't think that that's something that I have to do. But if I feel like there's something I need to put out, I will. Like, for instance, when this whole SWIFT code situation was coming up with the Russian-Ukraine war and how people were thinking, oh, if they just shut the banks down and stop them. Well, y'all see what's happening, right? Y'all see what's happening with gas prices, right? Yeah. The banks ain't that stupid. They're not about to be out here, shutting off people's economies. Nah, bro. Because you gonna hurt yourself. So, don't believe everything you hear on the news. You say, hey, Nappy Yankee. DJ Drama's in the building. You know what? I thought you didn't like me, bro. I'll be honest with you. I thought DJ Drama just don't like me. Because every time I speak to him, he don't say nothing. And then, like, He come over here and give me the funny looks and stuff. So it's cool though. I fucks with you. I don't got no problem with you. But yeah, I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate you coming in the building today. Vici, you said what channel did he do that on Shakim Raj? Okay, you're asking Shakim. You said, hey, make a change. You said, what do you think about AAS coming after Be Accountable? You know what? I went to her channel today just because I'll be subbing and unsubbing from her because I just can't. She just irritates me. So I did go over there today, and I noticed that. I was like, oh shit, he made it. I don't particularly care. I didn't watch the video because I don't care. She's always coming for somebody because she can't come for Umar no more. She don't have nothing on Umar that's new that she can really talk about. You know, I mean, yeah, we know Umar ain't got the HVAC and all that extra shit, but at the end of the day, there's nothing new she can really talk about Umar. So all she can do is come for the people in the sector. You know, that's it. Or in other sectors. And that's the funny part is that she's actually involved in other sectors, but she only comes for people in this sector. I guess because she's still bitter over the fact that, you know, niggas took her channel down and shit. So, but yeah, shout out to you, DJ Drama, for coming in. Joe said, Al don't even know he's being used for watch time hours. Yo, if you ever need to get your watch time up, put Al on the panel, okay? Because he is going to drag out a conversation for hours. You said, make a change. Who is next on your docket? Oh, yeah, we'd like to know. Because shout out to Make a Change. For those of you who don't know, he is also a content creator. He makes excellent content, very, very thorough content. And he's always on point with things. So make sure you guys check him out. Also, check out Josephine, the chat sector. She is really funny, and I really enjoy building with her. Eyes also has a great channel. She has some great information on there, some leading from astrology to other things. So she's very deep, very spiritual, and I really fucks with her. And she's got great swag. So make sure you guys check her out. Nappy Yankee is also another content creator out here. I don't always agree with everything with Nappy Yankee, but I definitely appreciate this brother because I'm able to have a civil conversation with him about things. And I really, really enjoy that. So shout out to all these content creators here today. It's really a lot of y'all in the building, and I really appreciate you guys coming up in here. Living life to the fullest, one of my favorite loungers. I really appreciate you being up in here today, and hello to you too. You said, D Drama said, money and be nice is Sunday. Right. It's motherfucking Sunday. We're going to act right today. Vici said, thanks, Shakim. Josephine said, she is not allowed to come for Umar. Word. Living Life says, Shakim, I've emailed you a video on how the UK black boys are dealing with racist police. Black boys are dealing with racist police. I'd like to see that too. So whenever you get that information, Shakim, if you definitely are able to put that up, we'd definitely like to see that. Okay. So I appreciate that. Divine 7 says, Living Life, how are you feeling now? Because I know you're exhausted after that. And then I said, happy you, Nappy Yankee, is here to mess with T-Free. Thank you. Okay, Shakim, you say you're going to drop a video on it? Okay, awesome. All right. Yep, the Black VIP pass. Make a change. Oh, Joe. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. You said, Nappy Yankee, Al looked down on this sector. We were talking about real estate. Al came in and made a statement like, we don't owe anything. That was very telling. We don't own anything. Oh, wow. What? What? See, I always find out information from my loungers. Okay, I always get the tea from y'all. I do. I get the tea from y'all. I didn't know that. I didn't know that conversation came up. I didn't know Al said that, but I know that Al has been the type to always talk down upon us when he wants to get on these panels. That's why I never want to be on a panel with him. I really don't like being on panels with him because I don't feel like I don't like to be a person that is put in a position where I gotta be treated like a inferior to you. I'm just not that type. I'm not going to accept that. I will accept constructive criticism. I don't have a problem with that. I feel like constructive criticism helps you to grow. But it's a difference in constructive criticism and disrespect. And I really think that he is very disrespectful. I think his approach is disrespectful, and I think his agenda for his approach is wrong in the first place. And I think he should be canceled, as binary should be. But who am and again, Al's situation um, may not be as severe as the binary thing. So that's probably why, if he's in sector or if he's in the sector, or if he's in panels and stuff, I don't really pay it no mind. But yeah, the binary situation, that really needs to be addressed. Why are y'all still letting this motherfucker in this space? Why? I don't, and let's talk about that a little bit because YM had brought up some points on Alan Logic's channel. She also brought up some points on mine. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about that for a second because I really want to make this clear. Okay, let me remove make a change for a second. All right, let me make this very clear what I mean about the situation with binary. Okay, now, yes, L could have possibly have been. Now, if you guys don't know what happened, L, which is a moderator in me and mine's chat, was going back and forth with Alan Logic in the chat. Okay. And the back and forth was over Alan Logic saying, why is binary still allowed in this chat? Okay. So she proceeded to go back and forth with him. And the ultimate part that she said that was just weird to me and to Alan as well and others was, well, touching a woman on their butt is not the same as raping a 9-year-old child. Okay. And you know what? She's kind of right, but at the same time, she's not, because sexual abuse is sexual abuse. You understand? It doesn't matter whether it happens to an infant, whether it happens to a boy, whether it happens to a girl, whether it happens to a man, whether it happens to a woman, whether it happens to a trans. It doesn't matter. Sexual abuse is sexual abuse. And we have to stop clouding sexual abuse with various levels and various laws and various this and that, and even if the law does say something a certain way, okay, even if the law does say that, let me give you an example of the law, okay, in Delaware, by law, you can be emancipated at the age of 16, okay, you can actually go to the courthouse, you can sign paperwork, your parents can be there to sign, or whatever the case may be, and you can be emancipated at the age of 16, okay? So a 16-year-old can actually go and show emancipation papers, go get a job, go get a place and everything, okay? And live in a place by themselves at 16 years old, by law, okay? Now, does that mean that a 50-year-old man should move in with her and marry her and have sex with her and get her pregnant because by law she was able to go and emancipate herself? Think about stuff like that. Just because the law says something doesn't make it morally right, and it doesn't make it okay. Okay? And it doesn't make it doesn't make it where it's something that we should agree with, or we should be, like, yeah, you're right, because by law, she can do this, so it's okay. Absolutely not. So at the end of the day, we have to stop coddling these types of situations and covering these kinds of situations and making it, less than what it really is. It is what exactly it is. And this man, Alan and the Larry legend, was willing to say, if this is sexual abuse, bottom fucking line, and we need pick-mishas to stop saying it's okay. We need pick-mishas to stop jumping up. She didn't, not only did she hop up, okay? Not only did Elle hop up on the panel, no, she jumped up on the panel, okay? Like, quickly caping for binary. No, the law says this, and I don't really know because sexual abuse is under an umbrella. Who fucking cares? This wasn't your job to drop the law on him. You're not the judge or the jury in this situation. So it wasn't your job to drop the law on him. But morally speaking, why the fuck is this man still in our space? Why are you okay with a man coming to your face and telling you, yes, I sexually abused 3 women. I laughed about it. I thought it was funny. And I thought, you motherfuckers are so ridiculous. And fuck you, black people, that I'm willing to tell you motherfuckers some fucking horrible shit like that. Because I know you motherfuckers are not going to protect these women. So I'm comfortable telling you this story. That is the moral of what this man is trying to say. Why do we have women who are willing to cape for that bullshit? And then you have a man who's telling you about it. You have a man, another black man, who's like, no, fuck that nigga. We would take that nigga and deal with him. Over here in these parts of town, we don't fuck with niggas like that. We not getting ready to sit here and say, yeah, this is okay. Kiki, haha. No, we're going to take this man and take a ride. That's the type of niggas I'm talking about. That's niggas I know. That's the niggas I know. They don't play around with niggas like that. Do you understand me? No, we don't need pick-mishas to say, oh, it's okay. Why are you doing this to him? You're making this more than it is. Nobody's saying that he actually molested a child. Nobody's saying that. I haven't heard anybody actually say that. Not even the people that said that they wanted to report him. I have not heard anybody say that they believe he actually molested a child. What they did say, and I'm going to make this very clear, what they did say is a person who has the ability to be that deviant to tell you a story with a smile on his face that he had sexually abused 3 women can also sexually abuse a child, especially if this person also has been caught publicly putting said students of his on his own personal Instagram and then turned around and told the same black people he don't give a fuck about that he did this as bait. So let's take the full context of this, okay? We're not going to pick and choose what we want. We're going to take the full picture here. And when you take that full picture and you ask that same question that Alan asked Elle, why is this man still in this space? Now what's your answer? Put Al to the side, put everybody else to the side. Put your feelings about anti-Afro to the side. Put your feelings about me and mine to the side. Put your feelings about Alan Logic to the side. He was speaking logical facts. And we, as a community, we need to start thinking this way. Why the fuck is this nigga still in our space? And this is the shit he's been doing. Yeah, we need niggas like that to deal with niggas like him. And we need bitches like her to fall the fuck back and let the men handle that. Let the men work. Stop jumping up. Stop being the first to jump up on the rope and cape for these type of niggas. Because that's exactly why our daughters and our sons are still being molested. That's exactly why our women are still being raped. because we got bitches like you. And we got niggas that'll put their head in the sand. Yeah, we got to deal with the core problems. We got to deal with the core issues. Because these are real issues. And he don't even want to consider himself a black man. Even though he black as fuck. Yeah. So we're going to stop pretending. We're going to stop going around the mulberry bush and start drawing out long, drawn out paragraphs about the law and who knows the law and who understands law. Who fucking cares about the law? We're not the judge and jury in this situation. So it doesn't matter about the fucking law. Why the fuck is this nigga in our space telling us that he sexually raped, well, I'm not raped, but that he sexually abused 3 fucking women? Period. He should not be in that space. And if a man is willing to say, yeah, that nigga should not be in this space, I totally agree with him. I totally agree with that. And I don't understand why anybody would be fighting against it. I don't get it. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up real quick. So anyway, let me get back into these comments. Hey, HM, I appreciate you being in the building. King World is in the building. Shout out to King World. Yo, what's happening? This is really an honor for you to be in my live. I appreciate you being here. Much love to you. Hey, make sure y'all go and subscribe to King World. He is the king of content, y'all. That is my bro. He has the young Pharaoh information, okay? If you want to know anything about Pharaoh, trust me, bro got it, okay? And shout out to him. I really appreciate you being in the building today. Guys, I have been on here for about 1 hour and 16 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here today. I really do appreciate y'all coming in the building. But let me finish reading y'all comments and then I'll go ahead and get out of here. You said Al is a waste of space. He probably watches replays of himself talking. He probably does. It's funny. He probably does do that. Now, I know content creators do that. Like sometimes I'll go back and play a video that I made just so I can go over it. Make sure I said the right things, so forth. So I'll go back to that sometimes. Or if I miss something, it'll give me an idea of another video I need to make. Like, for instance, I had made a video, my Candid Moments video the other night, which was a really tough conversation about sexual abuse. And I think I missed some points in that video. As a matter of fact, I know I did, because I was kind of emotional in the video and I just needed to get out what I needed to get out. And I did. And, but I'm going to go back and revisit that and put some other things in there that actually helped me get through it. The steps that I took and so forth. I'm going to put those in detail. And shout out to JJ for that. I really appreciate you for them. Eyes, you said, Shakim, I see you almost at 1,000 subs. I know that's right. Do not F this one up, black man. Don't. You, man, we're going to fight. Shakim, we're going to fight if you get that channel deleted. No, I got it. I got the super chat, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you for getting that from me. You said Al barely has a bank account and probably has an EBT card. He probably does. You said, Money, I was impressed with IW. Thank you. Money to burn. You said, living life to the fullest. I tried and I was being overly nice. I can't. My brain won't let me anymore. Child, I'm trying to tell you, I cannot deal with Star whatsoever. You said, I may do a review on Alan Logic's video on how black folk would be better off in prison. Yeah, I mean, I want to say this, Nappy. I don't agree with everything that every content creator says. I don't agree with a lot of things you've said. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that you have honestly said that I don't agree with. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to go back and forth. But there are things you've said I don't agree with. But I also can pick up the meat and spit out the bones in situations. I can agree with some things and not agree with others. So, I don't feel like I need to review everything that I don't agree with. And there's things that Alan Logic has said that I disagree with as well. But that video yesterday was extremely powerful. And I'm not going to take that away from him because, again, this is a situation about sex abuse. Okay. This is not about just not liking somebody or thinking somebody is, funny or stupid or something. This is literally about a man coming into our sector, our Black space, and saying that he sexually abused 3 women, okay? And did that and laughed about it. And we're not supposed to say anything, okay? We're supposed to sit back, as some men have done, and just do nothing, to protect Black women in situations like this. So I appreciated Alan for standing up and saying something about it and questioning those women on why he's still in their space. You said Al was inciting her. All right, y'all. You said, hold on. You said that is why I blocked him from my channel. Just because people joke on here don't mean we are nothing. We are nothing doing things in our real life. We're not doing things in our real life. Right, exactly. Like I actually go and get on here and joke and laugh with y'all and give y'all sound bites and stuff like that. And then I go on about my day. You know what I'm saying? I go on about my business. You said Al has bad intentions. He definitely does. You said Alan Logic isn't Uncle Ruckus. Now, Joe, I definitely would love to agree with that, honestly. But like I said, this particular situation, like, even when it comes down to anti-Afro with this, okay? Even though I can't stand that bitch, and I really don't fuck with her, and I've done made a couple videos about her dusty ass. I can agree with her when it comes to this sex abuse situation with Binary. Okay, I can agree with her when it comes to how he talks about Black women, okay, and how he disrespects Black women. I can totally agree with that, and I think anybody with a sound mind can agree with that. So, even though he might be Uncle Ruckus at times, he definitely made sense when it came to sex abuse. So you said that Al is a damn instigator and he be lying too, and context and details don't matter to his simple ass either. Yeah, Al seems to lack discernment, and he also just doesn't know how to read the room. He doesn't understand that he's just not wanted in this space, and he just talks shit, and hopefully one day somebody will just wheel his ass off of a damn cliff. I don't know. Anyway, money to burn. I totally understand, and you got your point across perfect. And DJ Drama, you said Al act like he be in other sectors. Al don't be nowhere else, and you can tell he don't, Drama, because he literally knows everything going on in everybody's space on everybody's channel. He gonna know. He even knew what was going on my channel. Like I was like, what the fuck? He knew about the bird song and all that. I'm like, okay, all right. You said living life to the fullest. He tried to, but he was sleepy. Yeah, you said L is delusional. Like, I'm sorry, I agree with you on that. L is completely delusional in this situation. I can care less what law background you have. And it's funny because the fact that you have a law background, this is what makes me question some of these quote unquote professionals out here, okay? Because it makes me wonder, like, if you have a law background, then it should be a no-brainer for you to understand the difference between law and morals. You understand what I'm saying? The difference between what you're allowing in your space and the law. The difference between taking the law into our community, into our own hands to protect our space, okay? And creating our own laws and various, practices within our community to get rid of this type of shit. Because we're not playing this shit with these type of niggas. We can't have these type of niggas in our space. Okay, like I said, the niggas I rock with, niggas I know in life, they don't play shit like that. Okay, they not playing that shit. They taking a ride with niggas. Like, word. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, she's delusional, and it's time for various men and women to open their eyes to this. And to stop, closing their eyes because you like somebody. Like he said, the cult of personality. It's ridiculous. Clark, you said, living life to the fullest. Yes, I tried to listen, but it was hard. She did this. She did but she, and so on and on. Yep, agreed. You said, at what age is sexual violence okay? That's my question. Exactly. Like, how is it? Oh, because these women were in their 30s. I don't give a fuck. I got a 25-year-old daughter. And if any of you niggas touch my daughter, I'm killing your ass. You understand me? I don't fucking care how old she is. Like, this 30-year-old woman is somebody's child. She's somebody's sister. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how old you are. Sexual abuse is sexual abuse. We are not going to be like, oh, well, the law says, and then the law in Arizona says this. And like, who fucking cares? I don't give a fuck what the law says. And you know what? Let me bring that up for a point, for just a second. Do y'all happen to think that some of these laws, quote unquote, are in place to protect pedophiles and to protect sexual abusers? You don't think these laws have been written for that reason? Why do you think these laws are like that? Why do you think in this state the law says, and then in this state the law says? Who gives a fuck what the law says when it comes to sex abuse? Where's your laws? Where's your morals? What are you saying? What are you allowing in your community? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, at what age is sexual violence okay? When does it become normal? At what age? Fuck out of here. You said Al gets a social security check. He's not on our level. Word, Joe. Living life, you said money. He loved it last night. Stars and binaries are the only ones he got time for. He kills the shows. Oh, so they were live last night? Because you know what? I'm no longer subscribed to binary. You said, and Couch Potato has been on a few panels with me, and he has never once asked me a question or tried to interact with me on any level, but formed a whole opinion on me. How about that? How about that? And you said, we need to get together as a community and decide what morals and codes we are going to govern ourselves by. Facts. That right there. We need to get together in all of our communities and decide what morals and codes we are going to govern ourselves by. Fuck the fucking law. The fuck you mean, the law? I don't give a fuck about the law. The fuck? There was a time when the law said they could capture us as slaves. The fuck you mean? Oh, the law. We're going to worry about the law. No, we need to be governing our people. We need to be governing our communities. We need our gatekeepers to keep the law. Okay? That's what we need. That's what we need. You said slavery was legal in this country. Okay. Facts. Exactly. That was the law too, right? Exactly. Clark, it was very much like that. Agreed. And then you said, money to burn. Good morning from HM. Money to burn. Nappy Yankee says, how about the fact that the only one ain't black? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she is or not. She don't look black. But there's, I have several family members who don't look black either. You understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't really particularly get to me. Living life. Hello, darling. Vici says, Nappy Yankee, right? TMK, hello, bro. Josephine says, I don't live in a community where that would be acceptable. Word. Exactly. Like where I'm at, where I'm from, where the people that are surrounding me, no, that's not acceptable at all. Okay. And the women are protected. Women are protected around me. You said he was young. So would he be okay with a 16-year-old boy R-wording his 16-year-old daughter on a date and giving a pass because he was young? Exactly. That's facts. Like, again, where does age come in when it comes to sexual abuse? Sexual abuse is sexual abuse. And then you said facts, Clark. Joe said, nor do I live in a community where the police ride around all day. Okay, exactly. The police ain't the only time the police want to show up in some of these neighborhoods is if there's a shooting. And that's after they done walked the hood in regular plain clothes and handed them guns to them young boys. Now let's talk about that. Okay, we could talk about that too. You said that's because people actually go into his chat and laugh at their jokes. Exactly. They keep giving him, a reason. But who am I to police people's chats? It ain't for me to be like, hey, don't be going over there. Don't talk to them and stuff like that. If that's what they like, they fuck with it as females, especially black women. I can't understand why any black woman would be in his space. But okay, if y'all like it, I love it. You said, you have to remember there are people that could have done the same things he has done, so they stay silent. Okay. Maybe because there are more predators amongst us. That is a very interesting, very, 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 very interesting thing. And you know what? I think that deserves attention. I'd like to see you do a video on that, Eyes. For real. Because you're right. The ones who are complicit with it, the ones who are silent about it, either they're partaking in it or they've done it, or they know those who have and they've hidden those. And that's why they're silent. That's the only thing I can think of. And that's why they're still protecting him. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, I'm sub to King World too. Shout out to World. I really appreciate him being here. Eyes Antonia, you said money to burn. Eyes Antonia's channel. Okay, that's Eyes Antonia's channel, guys. And then here is King World's channel. So make sure you guys hit them up. Here is TMK Media's channel. Here is Shakim Ra's channel. Yeah. Shakim, you said, I would encourage any content creator to start building a backup channel and several channels because YouTube's policies are ever changing and they are literally taking down videos people did years ago. You know what? You're right. I actually have another backup channel too. It's called the Relax Zone. And then I have the Miss T Pre channel. So I've got 3 channels altogether, but this one is doing fine. I haven't had any content. I haven't had any strikes or anything on it, at least anything that hasn't stuck anyway. So I'm good on that. And just be diplomatic about things with YouTube. Also, be careful on what music you're playing and stuff like that. If you can use something like Epidemic Sound for your music needs. Also, you can use Dr. Bombay because he actually makes music. So a couple of my music has been from him. But most of my music comes from either Bombay or comes from Epidemic Sound. So make sure that you are doing that. I do have one song that I put up, like the Bird song. That channel is not, that video is not monetized at all. Okay. So that is, some things you got to take into consideration when you're doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, you're right. Definitely do that. But shout out to you also, bro. Anyway, you said Al was telling Star the ladies were jealous, which wasn't the case. It's about character traits and personalities. Exactly. And you know what? Here's my thing with that. I think Stargate just likes people to powder her ass. Okay. She just likes people to coddle her and to feel, and it doesn't matter who it is. If it's anybody and you agree with her in any kind of way, she just loves that. Okay. So, anybody that's doing that is what she's okay with. And that's why she keeps Al around, because that's what he does, and I think he just has a crush on Stargate. You said, I got a strike for nudity for showing Smoke God's titties. Yeah, I was. You know what, man? He said, yeah, I post my chest every day with no problems. I'm so done. Oh my God. He said, shock him because those was titties, bro. There are certain personalities that I don't gel with. Me neither. There's just some people I just can't gel with. And, it is what it is. You said, same here, Miss T. Will do damage if anyone tried that shit with my daughter. She's 24 and I equipped her with the knowledge of safeguarding her body. That's motherfucking facts. I don't fucking play games, okay? My daughters know how to shoot, okay? They will shoot your ass, okay? How about that? except my 17-year-old. She don't know how to do that yet, but she about to. And then it says, Shakim, stop it, bro. YouTube was petty as fuck for that one, blocking man's boobs. Word, word. You said, Nappy, does he conduct himself like this over there? And then you said, go off, T Pre. I like where you go in. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go in on niggas. And I'm just saying, like, the whole situation with binary is not something to play with. I don't care. We're not getting ready to do this. We're not playing these games. We're not gonna pretend. Okay, and the law this and the law that. I don't give a fuck about the law. No. We taking that nigga for a ride. That's what we doing. You said there's a black law code for real. Yeah, a black law code for real. That's facts. That's motherfucking facts. Okay? And if you ain't hip to the law, you might want to get up on that. I'm just saying, before you become a victim of it. And then it says, eyes, I'm so over YouTube at this point. You know what? I'm kind of over it too. I had thought about opening up some new spaces, and shout out to some of the other content creators that are doing that. I know that Ghost had first opened up the Rumble channel, and I remember that. Also, there's some people that are reaching out to, I forgot what the other one is. It's something that Restream, I think it is, that Spottom's got. And Brown Sugar is talking about opening up some things, which will make it more intimate and conversations that you can have where people aren't just able to listen in and use your content and that kind of thing. Okay. They actually got to be part of the conversation. They got to talk in order to even come into the room. You know what I'm saying? So that completely eliminates trolls and, the fake Tinas and all that stuff. And let me address that too. I know that there is a fake Tina. Okay. Now, I also know there's a real one. All right. And I know which one is which. Okay. I know which one is which. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let y'all know something. I'm going to let you know and put you in on a particular thing. The real Tina is not in me and mine's chat. Okay? That is not the real Tina. That's the fake Tina. And I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact. Okay? I'm not going to tell you guys how I know, because then I'm giving away my secrets. But those of you who are aware of how to uncover that, it's very easy to find out. So, you guys are dealing with a troll. The real Tina is a female, and that real Tina happens to be in other sectors. So, I've seen that person interacting in other sectors. And I know who that real Tina is. But there is a fake Tina. Hold on, let me put that one up. There's a fake Tina as well, okay? And the fake Tina is the one that's in me and mine's chat is not the real Tina. So y'all are dealing with a troll, just to let y'all know. You said eyes, and the law said you are 1/3 of a human, right? Okay, exactly. The law said that too. Written by Black American activists. Red Indian, I think, native. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and red people are Black people. Red people have descended from the Califians, okay, which are the original Aboriginal people of America. So it says, living life to the fullest. That is great. We have to teach our young people, our young women. Your daughter will appreciate that knowledge when she is older. Absolutely. Absolutely. 19, your ass is going to jail as an adult. Okay, there's younger ones. There's niggas going to jail as 15 and 16 for less. Okay, stop it. He said, Clark, I know so many victims in our community. I'd be damned if that shit would happen to my daughter. Facts. Nappy, you said Alan Logic is mad all of the sudden, yet rides for women like AAS who loves young Pharaoh. Make it make sense. Yeah. He again. I'm gonna say this again. I don't agree with everything with this man. And yeah, I don't agree with most things, probably 99.999% of what anti-Afro Svengali says. Okay, I made that very clear. But when it comes to this particular situation, when it comes to the abuse, the sex abuse, and the bullshit that Binary has been doing, no, I have to agree 100% with them, and I'm going to back them 100% up on this. 100,000%. I got their backs when it comes to the sex abuse with Binary, and that's it. Like I said, you got to know in life how to eat the meat and spit out the bones. I don't agree with everything, but we can agree to that. You said living life to the fullest. Yes, so many suffer in silence. Exactly. And it's sad. And thank goodness people are talking about it. Okay. And gatekeepers are coming out and talking about it. You said living life to the fullest. I thought it was funny when Vagoda got on the panel. Al jumped on the panel. I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I can't stand that nigga. I don't like Vagoda at all. I cussed him out, smooth the fuck out on one of my shows. And then I ended up private in the video because of what he said. And then you said the Al show said because I didn't react to being called a two-faced liar for the 100th time, that shows guilt. He's so special. Al is a very special kind of stupid. Like, he really is. And nobody gives a fuck what this bitch got to say. I don't even be tuning in to today's shit. I really think that would be a good thing if we all just collectively stop tuning in. We would actually hurt them numbers. We would hurt their numbers. You said Nappy Yankee is Alan your new case study? Right. I guess. You said Clark Al enjoyed cussing V. I could tell. You said money to burn. Right. Who has time for his silly ass facts? Yeah. You said the fake one has blocked me. Yeah. Yeah, you know which one is fake. I can always tell which one is the fake one. I know now which one is the fake one. I'll say that. This is it. She looks mixed race, to be fair. Yeah, a lot of my family members look like her. I have several family members that are very light skinned, and so forth. One of them want to come on the show. I think I'm thinking about having her on the show. Not only is she a family member, but she's also part of my social club too. So I was thinking about having her on the show with her high yellow ass and her stringy ass hair. That's my cousin though. You said me and mine is a woman of color still. I absolutely agree. Even though I don't really get down with a lot of her ideology or whatever, one thing I will stand up for is her being a native. Okay, because yeah, natives are natives. Okay, we got to get away from this ideology that native people look like some Mexican motherfuckers. Okay, no, we really are black people. I actually did a video on the true black history. I had 4 videos I put up on purpose in the month of February. Okay, and it was true black history facts. And what I wanted to show was that Aboriginal black people have originated in various parts of the world, okay, including the Americas. And, all this fake, these Indians, who they're talking about are the Khalifians, okay? They're not talking about these Mexican-looking people. They're actually talking about black people, okay? And black people are in various shades. They might be light-skinned, some might be dark-skinned, some might be high yellow, some might be brown, some might be, we come in different shades, y'all. We're not in all like a certain way. And they used to call us the red people, okay? Because they couldn't figure out who we were. They couldn't understand. They just knew we wasn't white, okay? So, yes, they're the Khalifians. Look up your research who you are, research your information, okay? Because I guarantee you, if your family has not migrated to this country within the past 100 years or 200 years, you originated here. Okay, bottom line. If your family didn't actually migrate here, and you can actually reach back to a family member and say, yeah, this person came here from Germany, or this person came here from Ireland, or this person came here from whatever. You fucking originated here, bro. Okay? Like, that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. If you cannot go back in the past 100 to 150 to 200 years and pull up a family member that came from somewhere else, your peoples came from here. Stop letting them tell you them lies. So, yeah, she is a woman of color, and she's a native, and I'm a native. And we come in different shades. That's facts. 64 fucking different shades. We come in different shades, bro. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there because yeah, I thought that was a good part to end that at because she's definitely a woman of color, even though I disagree with a lot of things she says. But yeah, natives come in different shades and different colors. I had a great grandfather on my mother's side who had blue eyes, man. This nigga light skinned with blue eyes. You understand me? My grandfather was light skinned and had gray eyes. Okay. My brother is dark skinned and has gray eyes. He has this gray ring around his fucking eyes. Now his eyes are a little lighter brown, but he's got this. They're not. But when he was born, he was light as fuck. Okay. The nigga looked white. Okay. Now he darker than me. Okay. I mean, but that's just the different shades and the different makeup that black people have. Okay. So we got to stop fighting over shit like that and that colorism shit. We got to stop. We got to stop. She's a black woman. Bottom line. Ashe. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it here. I really appreciate all of my loungers for tuning in today. It was really fun. We had a great conversation. Tonight, make sure you tune in to the Oracle reading and also into for Crystal 101. And I'm probably going to do a Stargate reading. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but I'm probably going to do a Stargate reading. I'm thinking about that. Oh, my God, Dr. Nikki. Dr. Nikki, hi. Hold on. Let me highlight that. Oh, I don't know. It's not coming up. I'm trying to highlight it, but Dr. Nikki, I really appreciate you being in the building. Thank you so much. I hope I hope that you are doing well. And peace to you too. Definitely have my prayers up for you. I've definitely been putting you on the altar to the ancestors to protect you and your family in this situation. But I don't know why I can't highlight your message. But I really appreciate you. You have been a platinum member for 3 months, and I really appreciate you being here. You said my daddy is everything to me. I will return soon, and without a doubt, I am still solid as fuck. Love, respect, peace to the sector. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikki. I'm so moved. And so I really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikki. You are truly in our prayers, okay? We got your back out here. We know you solid as fuck, bitch. We got your back. We don't care what's going on out here. These niggas can get chopped, smooth the fuck down, okay? We ain't got no problem doing that. But we're going to go ahead and let you rock out and do your thing. Take as much time as you need. Whatever you need to do, you make sure that you're taking that time out. We love you, okay? And we got you. All right, guys. I am going to talk to you later. I really do appreciate you guys for being here. And I thank you guys for watching, okay? And peace. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon.